So Kanye West made his dramatic return to the Grammys after a decade, and you already know it wasn't going to be a quiet one. He showed up with wife Bianca Censori, and honey, their arrival became controversial real quick. Picture this. Bianca initially covered herself in a massive fur coat, but in true Bianca fashion, she dramatically shed it, revealing a completely sheer dress. No bra, no underwear. Baby, my jaw was literally on the floor. Why does Kanye make Bianca walk around like she's part of some bizarre fashion auction? Is he out here showing her off like a farmer would his prize cow? Why, Kanye, why? Now, let's talk about consistency. Kanye has been parading Bianca around the world in these barely there outfits since day one. Remember the time she wore sheer stockings as pants in Paris? Or when she went nude under a see-through raincoat in LA? There was also the time she strolled down the street in a completely sheer, nude top, braless, on her way to a family-friendly lunch. Yes, you read that right, family-friendly. Oh, and don't forget the meeting in Beverly Hills when Kanye was seen pulling down her tights. Child, the internet went wild. Bianca has given us countless jaw-dropping moments, like when she stepped out in a silver bikini top and thong, exposing her entire backside. Or that one time she rocked a see-through bodysuit, covering her cooch with her phone. Because, trust me, if she moved that phone even a little, we would have seen it all. If you've been paying attention, you'll notice a pattern. Kanye always looks cozy and warm, fully wrapped up in layers, while Bianca is practically naked 24/7. This Grammys appearance? No different. Kanye was dressed head to toe like he just walked off a high-fashion runway in Aspen, while Bianca was, well, barely there. The contrast couldn't have been more glaring. It's like Kanye's strutting in a winter wonderland, while Bianca is putting on a private runway show in lingerie. And it wasn't just the bizarre mismatch of their outfits that had everyone talking. Bianca's bold choice of attire, which, let's be real, has Kanye's fashion fingerprints all over it, seemed like a not-so-subtle nod to Kanye's latest album, Vulture One. If you've seen the artwork, you know it features a woman wearing nothing but a thong and thigh-high boots. Bianca's red carpet look? Pretty much a replica. And girl, when I say she left nothing to the imagination, I mean literally nothing. Let's just say, if you blinked, you still saw everything. But here's where the real tea starts brewing. While we were all still picking our jaws off the floor, lip readers started dissecting the moment Kanye and Bianca hit the red carpet. According to one source, Kanye leaned over and told Bianca to take off your coat and make a scene. And guess what? Bianca reportedly responded with a casual, "Let's go," as if she was all in. This was her moment, and she wasn't about to let it slip by unnoticed. But hold up, another lip reader gave us a completely different take on what went down. According to this version, when Kanye allegedly told Bianca to take off her coat, she shook her head as if she was refusing. That's when Kanye reportedly told her, "You're making a scene." So now we're left wondering, which is it? Was Kanye forcing Bianca to expose herself on the red carpet, or was this all part of some pre-planned stunt? The plot thickens, honey, and we're living for the drama. And let's not forget the audience reactions. You could hear the whispers and muffled laughter on the red carpet, making it all the more awkward. I mean, was this performance art? Or just an uncomfortable display of control? People weren't just talking about her look, they were questioning the dynamics behind the scenes. Was Bianca really willingly strutting around like this, or was Kanye pulling the strings? It doesn't stop there. This little red carpet debacle sparked a much bigger conversation about the power dynamics between Kanye and Bianca. People started asking, is Bianca really okay with this? Or is she being forced into these barely there outfits? Because honestly, Kanye's the one always wrapped up like he's headed for a ski trip, while Bianca's left out in the cold, metaphorically and literally. Are we watching the latest in a series of Kanye's artistic fantasies? Or is there something darker going on here? Opinions are split. Some say Bianca exposes herself willingly, while others claim there's no way she's comfortable in these revealing looks. In fact, many pointed out that Bianca looked fearful the entire time, and she didn't even smile once on the red carpet. Meanwhile, Kanye stood back smiling like it was a power move. Ugh, so cringe, y'all. So cringe. If you look closely at those red carpet shots, Bianca's expression wasn't exactly giving us confidence. In fact, many noticed that she looked downright fearful the entire time, like she'd rather be anywhere but there. And here's the kicker. She didn't even smile once. I could practically feel the secondhand embarrassment from my couch. Now, if you thought the drama ended there, oh sweetie, buckle up, because this wild ride is just getting started. Right after the red carpet spectacle, Kanye and Bianca seemed to vanish into thin air. One second, they were the talk of the night, and the next, they were nowhere to be found inside the venue. And then, rumors started swirling. Reports surfaced that the duo had been kicked out of the Grammys for showing up uninvited. Yes, you heard that right. Uninvited. I mean, imagine crashing one of the biggest music events of the year in a completely see-through dress. You can't make this stuff up. But wait, before you run with that juicy tidbit, let me hit you with a little twist. And of course, the internet was not kind. People dragged Kanye and Bianca for taking it too far. There was also major buzz about whether Bianca violated the Grammys' fashion guidelines. So naturally, I did some digging, and here's the tea on the policy. The advisory requires all on-camera individuals, including guests and audience members, to adhere to strict wardrobe guidelines. Specifically, it mandates that butts and boobies must be adequately covered. One source close to the Grammys is now disputing that rumor, saying it wasn't true. According to them, Kanye and Bianca weren't kicked out at all. They simply walked the carpet, got back into their car, and left. No drama, no scene. But let's be real, folks. If the internet had a vote, I think we all know what the majority would believe. The idea of Kanye getting booted from the Grammys for crashing it? That's the kind of drama that practically writes itself. Sheer or transparent clothing that exposes nipples should be avoided, and the policy prohibits outfits that reveal the undercurves of the breasts, butt cleavage, or show excessive skin in the genital area. Thongs and outfits featuring exposed sides of the torso. Big no-no. Now, did Bianca break any of these policies? Hell yeah. But the drama doesn't stop there, folks. There was even talk about whether her outfit breached public indecency laws in LA or California. But nothing is going to happen to Bianca. Why? Because no formal complaints were filed against her at the event. According to a source, a lawyer no less, while her outfit pushed the envelope, a charge of indecent exposure requires the willful public exposure of one's genitals with the specific intent to offend or arouse. Theoretically possible, but it's unlikely she'll face any criminal charges. If you thought the Kanye and Bianca drama was the end of the story, think again. This little trip down memory lane brought me to a lawsuit filed by none other than Kanye's former assistant, Lauren Pichota. Now buckle up, because this one is wild. According to the suit, Kanye hired Lauren in July 2021 after they crossed paths while he was working on his fashion line. At the time, Lauren was an OnlyFans model, pulling in a cool $1 million a year from bikini and lingerie pics. She claims that not long after, Kanye began sending her explicit texts. And get this, he even sent videos of himself having intercourse. Yep, you heard me right. Apparently, he also took the opportunity to lay out his fantasies in these messages. Honey, we're not just talking about a little flirtation here. We're diving straight into cringe territory. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Allegedly, Kanye's inappropriate behavior didn't just end with some shocking texts. But here's where it gets interesting. Kanye apparently disapproved of her work, telling her she needed to be more godlike. His first order of business? Delete the OnlyFans account, but don't worry, Kanye allegedly promised to pay her $1 million a year to make up for the loss. Sounds like a fair trade, right? Oh, but there's always a catch with Kanye. Now, this is where things get real shady. According to Lauren, that generous offer was nothing more than a tactic for Kanye to misuse his power. Oh no, he had some wild opinions about Lauren, including the fact that her voice turned him on. Yes, her voice. Can you imagine the awkwardness? But it gets even wilder. According to Lauren, Kanye was obsessed with the sizes of her boyfriends and was always asking her to deliver certain, enhancements and performance, if you catch my drift. Honey, I don't know what's crazier, the lawsuit itself or the details inside it. So let's just recap for a second. Kanye hires a wildly successful OnlyFans model, tells her to delete her account to be more godlike, and then bombards her with explicit messages, including videos of himself in some very intimate situations. To top it all off, he's apparently fascinated by her boyfriends and their, well, sizes. Honestly, this lawsuit reads like a tabloid fever dream, but knowing Kanye, nothing is off the table. According to Lauren, Kanye didn't stop there. He was constantly asking her to hook up with him, and when she refused to be cooperative, she was eventually fired. But here's where things get even more interesting. These allegations surfaced when Kanye was still very much married to Bianca Censori, and Lauren even mentioned Bianca in the lawsuit. According to the suit, Bianca was tasked with finding women for Kanye to sleep with. In fact, Bianca allegedly coordinated Uber rides for the women. On one occasion in August 2022, after arranging an Uber, Kanye and Bianca called Lauren wanting to discuss an orgy they had participated in the day before. But that's not all. Kanye would also reportedly ask Bianca to perform certain acts for him and his friends. Lauren recalled one incident in August 2022 at the Yeezy Gap office when Kanye asked her to remove her cardigan because, according to him, it was covering too much. That same evening, Kanye allegedly asked Bianca and other female guests to perform inappropriate acts on him and his male guests in the office changing room. To many people, this was a clear sign that Bianca is being forced by Kanye to expose herself, but Bianca has insisted she knows what she's doing and claims to have everything under control. However, her family and loved ones are not convinced. There were already reports that Bianca's parents were mortified by the revealing outfits Kanye encourages her to wear. One source said her parents are distressed because they don't even recognize her anymore. Another source revealed that Bianca's family even tried to stage an intervention to address Kanye's alleged controlling behavior, and her mother, Alexandra, flew in from Australia to try and save her daughter. And then there's Bianca's father, Leo. Reportedly, he's been wanting to have a proper sit-down with Kanye to ask him, "What the hell are you thinking?" Leo wants to confront Kanye about parading Bianca around like a naked trophy, and he's been quoted as saying, "What would Kanye do if his daughters, North or Chicago, were seen in public half-naked in outfits encouraged by their husbands? There's no way Kanye would allow that, so why is it okay for his wife?" To many, the Grammys' red carpet stunt was the final straw, and it seems Kanye and Bianca may have taken things too far this time. But hold up. If you thought the red carpet moment was shocking, things got even crazier at one of the after-parties. Kanye and Bianca were spotted getting down and dirty on the dance floor, grinding and licking each other, with Kanye grabbing Bianca's butt. And she was wearing a mesh-thong bodysuit, of course. The big question, does Bianca actually enjoy walking around like this, or is she being controlled by Kanye? I just cannot with these two. But let me know what you think down in the comments section.